Hey guys, so the series finale of Burn Notice was tonight, and I figured I'd do a recap because I've watched Burn Notice since it started, so 7 years. What better way to do the first review for Burn Notice than the night it ends forever? This is going to be a recap, so if you have not seen the series finale of Burn Notice, I suggest not watching this video yet until you see it because I will be spoiling the episode really badly. So pretty much we start where we left last week. Sonya's about to shoot Fiona and we find out that she doesn't shoot Fiona, and the gunshot we hear is actually Michael shooting Sonya. So Michael ends up going with Fiona to meet up with the rest of the people, and they ended up working out to where Jesse's gonna stay with Maddie and Charlie while Fiona, Sam, and Michael go take out James, pretty much. So halfway through we find out that, or there's explosive in the house that Jesse, Maddie, and Charlie are in, and the only way they could escape, since James told people to go off to kill Maddie and them, was to blow the place up with people in it, but it was a manual detonation, not another location. I don't know what that's kind of called, but so Maddie calls Michael and tells him she is going to press the button. Now, I was doing really good up until this point. Like, I was really proud of myself because I knew I was gonna cry at some point in the show, but I was expecting like the last 3 minutes because like the show's over or something. No, like literally that last half hour, crying the entire time. They end up not being able to talk Maddie out of it, pressing the button, and Jesse takes Charlie and they leave, and Maddie presses the button and she's killed. Back with Fiona, Michael, and Sam. Fiona and Michael end up splitting up with Sam. Sam goes off while Michael and Fiona distract James and his people outside the warehouse where all of James' communications are and where the whole episode's pretty much at. So Sam manages to escape, and Fiona and Michael are fighting everyone off, and it gets to the point where they finally kill off all the members, and Michael ends up shooting James, but James pulls a switch which leads to explosions as a dead man switch. So he presses it, the building explodes. Michael and Fiona, or we believe Michael and Fiona to be dead, more crying on my part, and we go to Sam and Jesse, who are in the building talking to the head guy of the department, and they ended up not having to go back to jail or detention or whatever they're calling it. They get set free. The next time we see them, they're at the funeral for Fiona and Michael, and Sam propositions Jesse to go on a mission, so I'm kind of hoping there's going to be a spin-off with Sam and Jesse, because it just kind of sounded like they were maybe going that way. I don't know, but we then see, or actually before the funeral I believe, or it was either before or after the funeral, I really can't remember, we go back to the power plant where all of James's connections were, and we see that Fiona and Michael escape, and they're not dead, and more crying on my part. We then go to this huge mansion somewhere where I think it was snowing. Honestly, the last half hour is kind of a blur because I was just crying. We'll talk more about that in a second. But Fiona and Michael have Charlie, which is Nate's son, and I was a fucking mess by this point because they have Charlie, and that's like, that just like made me so happy, and that's pretty much where it ends. As I said, I was crying throughout the last half hour. A I literally have to say this right here because a show has never affected me like that before. I mean, I figured I was gonna like cry like a tiny bit because it's ending, like I do with most shows when they end. Cause you know, it's like family at a point. You've watched these characters like grow, and it's like you're losing these people you watched. Or that's just me. That's the type of fangirl I am. And to like the people and the writers and actors of the show, like thank you for 7 amazing years. Like I never expected to be not only this affected by a show, but just to love the characters. I mean, you had this badass chick Fiona, who is a total like speed demon and fucking trigger happy. You had Sam, who I absolutely love because I'm just in love with Bruce Campbell in general. You have Jesse and Michael and Maddie and just all the other characters and Barry and just Sugar, and they were just such amazing characters. Just like a whole like just that's a horrible lighting right now. A whole just cast of amazing characters, and just thanks for making these last 7 years of TV just amazing. And like fingers crossed for a Sam and Jesse show, because I felt like they were gonna like, I felt like it was kind of hinted at a Sam and Jesse show maybe. I don't know, I'm really hoping for it because I love Burn Notice, and it's gonna be sad not to see Bruce Campbell on my TV like every week. It's gonna suck. But yes, that's the recap of Burn Notice. So I hope you guys enjoyed the series finale of Burn Notice, and hopefully this video, and thanks for watching.